The Right to Vote Amendment is a proposed constitutional amendment that would explicitly guarantee the right to vote for all U.S. citizens. While many people assume this right already exists within the Constitution, the reality is more complex. The Constitution does not clearly state that all citizens have an affirmative, protected right to vote. Instead, existing amendments, like the 15th, 19th, 24th, and 26th, only prohibit discrimination based on race, sex, poll taxes, and age, but they do not affirmatively grant the right to vote itself. This legal ambiguity has allowed for ongoing issues like voter suppression, gerrymandering, voter ID laws, and election accessibility challenges, raising concerns about the integrity and fairness of American democracy. Historically, voting rights have expanded incrementally through amendments, court rulings, and federal legislation, rather than being guaranteed from the outset. In the early United States, only white male property owners could vote. The 15th Amendment, 1870, banned racial discrimination in voting, but states responded with poll taxes, literacy tests, and grandfather clauses to suppress black voters. The 19th Amendment, 1920, extended suffrage to women. The 24th Amendment, 1964, banned poll taxes, and the 26th Amendment, 1971, lowered the voting age to 18. Yet, because there is no explicit constitutional right to vote, states retain broad authority over how elections are conducted, resulting in disparities and potential voter suppression. A turning point came with Shelby County v. Holder, 2013, where the Supreme Court struck down key provisions of the Voting Rights Act of 1965. This ruling removed federal oversight from states with histories of racial discrimination in voting, leading to a wave of restrictive voting laws, including polling place closures, strict ID laws, and voter roll purges. Without a clear constitutional guarantee, voting rights remain vulnerable to manipulation and restriction. A right to vote amendment would 1. Establish voting as a fundamental right for all citizens. 2. Make it significantly harder for states to pass laws that restrict access. 3. Provide a stronger legal foundation to challenge voter suppression. 4. Ensure equal access to the ballot box for minorities, seniors, students, and low-income voters. Advocates argue that this amendment is crucial to modernizing democracy, especially since many other democratic countries already enshrine voting rights in their constitutions. Opponents, however, claim that election control should remain with the states as the Constitution originally intended. Some fear that federal oversight could lead to bureaucratic overreach. Others cite election integrity and voter fraud as reasons to prioritize regulation over expansion, though data shows voter fraud is exceedingly rare, while voter suppression is a well-documented issue. Congress has seen multiple attempts to introduce a right-to-vote amendment, notably in 2001, 2013, and 2021, often in response to election interference, redistricting disputes, and access issues. Though none have reached the required two-thirds majority in Congress, public support remains strong, especially following controversial election laws in states like Georgia, Texas, and Florida. If ratified, the amendment would reshape American democracy, shifting voting from a privilege regulated by states to a protected civil right under federal law. It would reinforce policies like automatic voter registration, mail-in ballots, and equal access, and serve as a safeguard against partisan disenfranchisement. As the U.S. continues to grapple with issues of election integrity, access, and representation, the push for a right-to-vote amendment stands as one of the most critical civil rights efforts of our time.